in your studio. They still got you banned to the alleyway.
I'm downstairs, nigga. I ain't got no studio no more. That's their room. I'm screwed.
So what's up, man? What's going on with you, Dreezy?
Ain't shit, bro. I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about
What's
some shit
going
today.
What's going on in Minnesota?
Yeah, man. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna do it at first. Well,
Go ahead.
I didn't know we was gonna do it at first, but we got to, man. We can't. You can't sit here and not say nothing.
Fuck it.
You know
Nah,
what I
it's
mean?
what's killing me, man. Like everybody knows the whole backstory with the cops and everything. What's killing me though is like all this fucking negative news that is drawing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the video of the dude just going around smashing up the AutoZone
White
windows.
dude.
And, yeah.
White dude. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Trying to, and the press is only going to show. What's up, Lisa?
what's going on, Lisa?
The press is only going to show us doing something, but I've seen pictures, and you can never trust social media, but I've seen pictures, and we aren't really in them. The people looting and shit like that, we aren't necessarily the ones in them. But I'm not saying we're not doing it. I'm just saying like the press is going to show you shit to. The press is going to show you shit to make you just be like, oh my gosh, they need to be put down over there. They're crazy. They need to be put down over there. They're crazy. But it's like, I think it's the whole situation. What do you? All right.
What I
Yeah,
think? I ain't
because
gonna,
I'm
I
ready
ain't
to
gonna,
talk about it. Let's go. Go
Nah,
ahead.
I ain't gonna say what I think. I know.
Go ahead.
Now I'm just talking about how the media, like some group hit me up on fucking Facebook, acting like they're down for the fucking cause or whatever. I
Okay.
don't know. And somehow I don't know how these groups have a way of making you like their page even if you didn't like their shit.
What do you mean, sir?
Well, I don't know. Well, let's just the page. Somehow I like the page. And
I think you sent it to me. I know what you're talking about.
I didn't remember liking the page. So next
Did
thing
you
I know, huh?
did you go did you go oh, let me read that. Oh, or not.
Good.
Let me go. Good.
We're gonna have you back on the show to discuss
Absolutely.
your project again.
Absolutely. Yeah.
More detail this time.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
but back when
I was going to ask you, when you go to your pages that you like your what you call? Do you just hit that little thing that look like people? Because it'll take you to a whole bunch of them that even though you didn't like them, but it just pops up like you might like them. That's why I'm asking.
it actually said I liked the page, so shit was it was on my news feed, crazy. So it just kept showing pictures of the city burning and looting. I'm like, why y'all like? I don't want to see that shit. Like it's all y'all keep showing negative shit.
You know why?
So I go click the page. They acting like, oh, fight for something, fall for anything, or whatever. They little war cry, whatever, burn it to the ground, shit. So I go click the shit. I go click the page in the page.
Mm-hmm.
Not one single. Sorry, I love my white people, but not one black person is on this page. All you see is American flags, American eagles, with the flag behind the shit. The guy hunting and shit and all
Propaganda,
that.
dude. Propaganda.
So I'm looking at this page like, okay, I understand it's a bunch of white brothers that want to stand with us, but like these motherfuckers, I'm like getting more into it, so I start clicking on their page. I'm like, yo, y'all motherfuckers look like most of y'all support Trump. Most of y'all's cool with the shit, but y'all all on here with all these fucking photos acting like you stand for the cause, but all the photos you're seeing is people looting and burning the street and burning this and burning that. So all I gotta say to people is fucking don't take what you get off the fucking internet with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these fucking pages, as these pro-black pages and shit like that, is usually some fucking old racist motherfucker running this shit or some dude from fucking Russia running this shit that just will put anything up there to get you riled the fuck up And
I think that's what most shit is doing now. Like just trying to get you riled up. In
yeah,
all honesty,
like for real, like
yeah.
even if like talk going back to the dude that do bust out the windows at AutoZone. Like I'm like,
They say he was
he,
an undercover cop, dog. That's what they said.
I don't doubt it. Did you see him?
No, I 100%. Yeah, I'm
He's
pretty sure he is.
he's in all black. He got a black hat on. His face is covered
With the fucking respirator, nigga.
with a respirator, which is them respirators like I mean they ain't expensive, but it's like a $60 respirator.
But for tear gas.
Yes,
That's the point.
you got an umbrella so the cameras can't see, like get the overhead picture. You just going randomly busting out windows. You're not protesting anything. You're not even
Not
looking
even
crowd
trying.
protesting nothing. You just going boom boom. I bust these windows out. Get some madness going on, and then let the mob just take over. Like it's crazy.
Mob mentality is real. Sometimes all the person busts out a window. You ain't never see that shit. You got a bunch of people, like white, black, whoever. You got a bunch of people that's like protesting some shit or whatever. One person get hit, like one person punch one person, the other person start punching them. Next thing you know, they jumping them. Next thing you know, they hanging them. Next thing you know what I'm saying? Like, next thing you know, they burning them. It's like mob mentality is crazy. They called out who he called out? The cop?
The wife called out
the
the cop.
the fucking undercover cop. Yeah, exactly.
The wife put him on blast.
Yeah,
but
I was saying this to my homeboy earlier. I was like, yo, think about this. Like we caught this on tape. Like people got cameras, which is the worst thing that these people could want. Now we catching them doing this. We caught them in the act. Yo, how many years have they been doing that?
Oh, Dre,
think about that.
It goes far back. Somebody told me that this happened with Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad, that it was FBI sent infiltrators into that to break that.
Yeah, Yeah, I think they had a documentary, and that's like proven.
Bloods and Crips, like I know that because I just researched the history of listening to them talk. Bloods and Crips was first started to protect their neighborhoods. Like they were getting tired of getting police brutality and all that, so they were set up to protect their neighborhood. Yes. FBI sent people in there, and somehow, what was it? I think a blood or whatever, maybe, or a Crip killed a blood or whatever, and it just sparked like, oh, we gotta get retaliation for them killing him, and now this thing is just, it's easy. It's like, you know, throwing a fucking match on gasoline on the floor. Now what it is just a bunch of dudes killing each other over a rag color, over money and territory, and it's like, got y'all to do what you want. The Black Panther was set up the same way. Right. Set in somebody to fucking break it down, and there you go.
You come on. It's an inside joke.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just man, it's just that now that with cameras and everything like that, it's like
it's harder to hide that shit.
Yeah, so
you can't totally pull the wool over our eyes. I still don't trust everything that comes from the internet, man, because people don't even have agendas. Sometimes just people wanting to stir shit up. Like, I'm sitting in my living room, my phone in my hand. I just want to stir shit up. Let me go post a video from 6 years ago and say it's from that. Yeah. People are crazy. They're absolutely fucking crazy.
And all I'm saying, my people's out in Michigan, man. My black people, man. Like, just please be safe, man. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't get yourself killed. Don't get yourself hurt, man. Go home to your families. I understand y'all upset, but just all I say, be safe. You know what I mean? I can't tell y'all how to act. I can't tell y'all not. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? I understand when you angry about something, you may, and out of anger you'll do something, but later on you'll probably look back like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. But just be safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yeah. I think with the I mean, they call him Floyd. Like, I guess his friends call him Floyd and shit. With George Floyd, right? Yeah. So with that whole thing, though, bro, like, I ain't gonna front. I watched that shit, and I got angry just like everybody else, because I feel like especially the Chinese bull, or I ain't gonna say Chinese, I don't know what he is, but the other bull just sitting there trying to keep right, exactly, trying to keep people, back. It's like, dog, it takes you 2 seconds to go over there and be like, yo, like that's why I say I can never be a cop. I don't have no problems with cops. I'm just saying I can never be one because I'm gonna go over there and be like, yo, he good, get off him. He can't get up. Like he's subdued. Like he's not gonna get up and attack you. Get off of his neck. And then if the dude try to like stay on his neck, I probably would have tackled him or pulled him off. And that one little fraction of a second could have saved his life. Like, yo, let me just get him off of him and talk to him. Like, yo, it's not that serious, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight the nigga behind that. Like, I'll fight my coworker if he's about to, like, you got your foot on some, you know what I'm saying? Like your foot on somebody's neck and he's saying, I can't breathe.
All right, bro. Yeah, and you just say, bro, just chill. But
chill.
It's just a, like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of seeing this shit, and I'm just hoping that maybe we can just, for once, only way y'all gonna calm that shit down, I mean, I don't know, maybe it will just go away, but you really gotta convict this dude, because I think people are at a point like, alright, y'all don't convict this motherfucker, like, it's gonna get bad. And sometimes I think that's what the government want, man. Sometimes I think it's like, you know what, these motherfucking black motherfuckers do this shit. Now we can put in laws when they get together, a group of them, or they like we can do whatever we want. Because even Trump tweeted, they start looting, we start shooting. That's good job, Mr. fucking President. Like, you was like the fucking worst, dog. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody say about this Joe Biden shit. I'm gonna say it for him. If you fucking black and you fucking don't vote Joe Biden, then you know what? Fuck it. You might as well just vote for fucking Trump, because real shit. That's how he got into office, dog. That's how he got into office. Motherfuckers, my people, like always, listening to the fucking internet. Oh, don't vote. Vote independent. Why vote for Hillary and all this other? My mic go out. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, vote for him. Don't vote for Hillary. Vote independent. Vote this. Give a smelling motherfuckers. Look, man, I put you like this, dog. Y'all let the wrong motherfucker get power. Y'all do this goofy shit again this fucking time. Talk about this don't vote shit and vote independent. You stupid motherfuckers gonna have another 8 years of Trump. 4 years.
4 years. Yeah.
And by that time, that motherfucker's gonna become a dictator, because he's on track to doing that.
I see that. I see him winning the next election regardless. Anyway, I don't get into politics. Yeah, my beliefs as far as politics is he's the figurehead. Is niggas behind him working him. Like, he's just an idiot. Is the point? Like, he's just an idiot.
Retarded. He's
but
fucking retarded. Definitely
he's not
retarded.
like, yeah. It seems like he's the one making all the. I know the niggas that really run this fucking world is making the decisions, and he's just the idiot that has to come out and say this shit. But that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother motherfucking topic.
Yeah, I don't pretend to know about politics, because I don't.
I like I said, I'm into CNN now. I watch it as much as I can, but I listen, bro. Don't vote. Be my guest, bro. Be my motherfucking guest, and you will have another 4 years of Trump. This motherfucker has no clue, and pretty soon he's gonna turn this motherfucker into.
Out.
He's gonna
turn this motherfucker out.
He's gonna become a dictator, pretty much, because he's on track to that. He's already suing. He's trying to sign an executive order that Facebook and Twitter can't fact check him. After he's done with that.
I'm trying to tell you, there's people behind him for this shit. It's not just him.
I know.
Like, he's a businessman, but he's not smart. He's not smart enough to know X plus Y equals Z. You feel what I'm saying?
But listen. There's every president that came into power got the puppet strings. But most of them kind of had a moral compass, like, I don't want to do this, but maybe my life's threatened, or I gotta get ahead. Like, they can do whatever they want to me. This motherfucker's like, I'm all for it. He wants to see that at the table.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so
I can see that.
He gives zero fucks what he do. Like,
just to make sure his business and all that shit is like A1 after the presidency. That could be it.
You want me to sell the American people out and make them mindless fucking slave puppets, and we
We've
can
been
do
there.
that? Or we can, but we can do. Well, I mean, they really been doing whatever they want to us, but we really can do whatever we want to them. Like, hey man, we gonna be motherfucker. What is it? North Korea with Kim
Kim Jong Il
whatever that motherfucker. What do you got?
North
North
Korea, I
Korea.
think, right?
Yeah, I don't fact check us. Like I give two fucks left, but we gonna be whatever them motherfuckers are. Trump gonna be new Kim Jong. That's all it is, dog.
I say right now, like me and my homeboy be talking about this shit. I say we're definitely headed towards living a different way of life between this Corona shit and like the way shit is going. Cause here's the thing, and we can get off of this in a minute, but
Yeah, we about to.
I feel like this. I feel like this. That set a new precedent to what we would do when we see this this murder shit. Kim Jong Un. All right, we was almost there. But so it sets a new precedent, right? So they're rioting. I saw one video where they were outside of the cop's house and shit like that. So I tell people, well, I don't tell nobody, but I was talking to my homie. I was like, look, here's what's going on. It's years and years. This is not just over the past couple years with Facebook and shit. This is years and years and years and years and possibly hundreds of years of them doing shit to us. Not just police, but like us getting hung and crazy shit like that. People not paying for their crimes and us just having to say, damn, another one. Damn, you know he got off, right? Oh, damn. After you have no choice, you bite somebody into a corner, it's like, all right, I'm not gonna stay in this corner. I'm gonna start cutting niggas. I'm gonna get out this corner. That's what you're doing to us. Cause it's like, all right, we can't do nothing. We can't get justice. Okay. Now, somebody said they're gonna call the cops on you. Call them. I'm loading up my gun.
Yep.
I'm not saying I'm going to do this. I'm just saying like that's what the mindset is.
You gotta understand these kids out there, 4, 5, 6 years old. My son Terry, he's terrified of cops. Like I told you, one time my girl got pulled over and her license wasn't right, and she had to, go sit down at the precinct, so we got it straightened out.
Okay.
The cop pulled me out the car and apologized to me. So white cop, he said, "I'm so sorry. Like I know." It's the exact words. I know we get a bad rap in the media. I said, I apologize. I don't want to have to do this. Like, so many people saw my name. I don't want your kid to have the wrong impression of me as an officer. Like, he's pleading and apologizing. He's like, I just got to do my job. He said, I'm going to make sure, you drive off. I'm not going to put in the car. I'm not going to put no cuffs on. Just drive off with the kids so they please don't have to see this. This is a cop.
I respect that. I respect that.
This is a cop telling me. He pleading and apologizing. He's like, you know what? I know what the stigma is on us, and I don't want kids to hate me because all I'm doing is my job.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying you got these little kids seeing this shit now. What you think is gonna happen when they grow up and become men? You really think they're gonna keep? Because as us as kids, we used to say, hey, to respect the law. Make sure you don't give them a reason to do anything to you and all this shit. That's what we was taught. Now our kids is like, now we like, see these motherfuckers did it again. Look, see, and our kids is sitting back looking like, get tired of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I didn't quite understand. I didn't understand the Rodney King shit back when I was young.
Me
I didn't understand it, and I saw it as an adult, and I was like, oh, that shit was that shit was crazy. But it's like we see this shit over and over and worse. Because like they literally just walk, I just killed a black teenager. Whatever. Like them niggas get off. And
it's
like I remember the Jay-Z line about the streets. He said something about like I guess they killing each other, but they let George Zimmerman walk around the streets is done. It's kind of true. It's like, yo, you gonna kill that dude because he did whatever, but you can't run up on George Zimmerman. It's like the conversation we was having about niggas who would rob the dude over there getting money, but they won't go rob fucking Bill Gates or fucking Elon Musk. That nigga got billions. You won't see him coming out of his house and rob him though. It's like, what are you doing?
Well,
I don't know.
Jay-Z said on a few other rappers. You don't think more and more rappers gonna start saying that shit? And you know, with kids and music and everything, even like people are, oh, your music is so harsh. But you start blending that message into fucking music, and these kids start hearing it, these kids start seeing these movies, and they keep watching these fucking videos.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have a whole nother fucking breed of people to deal with, and it's
Can't kill all of us. That's the thing. Can't kill all of us. Can't kill all of us. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that they charged them.
yeah, it
We'll
just
just we just see.
you
My
waiting
thing
for
is
the conviction,
we waiting for a conviction, but a real conviction,
like
a
25,
real
yeah,
conviction.
like you get
And
life.
that and guess what? He ain't the only one neither. I saw another video, right? And this is what's so bad about the social media era, because it's like, nah, we're gonna flood you with it now. I saw another video of a kid. When I say kid, he's like 23. He was in the car, right? And the police, like, I guess they pulled him over, but they immediately draw on him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, so they tell him, like, all right, put your hands where we can see him. Kid's nervous as fuck. He's like, all right, yeah, put your hands there. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just, whatever. All right, put your hands where we can see him. Okay, I'm sorry. He's apologizing. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he's nervous. And they say, all right, get out the car. My nigga go to put a foot out or something like that, just start lighting him up. No reason at all. So, and my thing is that's another one, right? I don't know
Yeah,
if we're gonna hear about that, but the point is, it's like, no, all of them, like, not just one, not just two. They need to be terrified, like, oh shit, if I do this, my life is over. Not, we could probably beat it. Nah, nigga, my life is over if I do this. If I end his life, my life is over. You know what I'm saying?
it just is it's a fucking
Yeah.
it's a sad
Yeah, these
fucking.
judges out of pocket. Yeah,
It's
these
a
these
sad.
judges.
Well, these judges is old. You
Not all of
know,
them are old. They're just assholes.
they're
They're
racist.
above the law in their eyes. Like, what? They're above the law.
So I'm gonna start. Yeah, they're above the. I'm gonna start trying to switch the topic, man. Well, a little
Yeah, go ahead.
bit.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Nah,
because I
not
can.
switch it back. But I'm gonna. It's gonna stay on this, but it's just a little insider shit, man. Like I was reading somebody posting something saying, should Black History Month be taught all year round? And I said and I'm sitting back like, damn, yeah. And I'm saying like we the only fucking we got. And I seen another video of I got the Black History. I seen another video of a white dude. This is a funny video. White dude and a Chinese lady. He said, "Hey, where you from?" I'm from San Francisco. I'm from California. No, where you from? San Diego. Where your parents from? They're from San Diego too. No, where's your great grandma? Oh, I'm from Korea. Oh yeah, I knew. I guessed it. You know what I'm saying? This is a white man talking to a Korean lady. So she asked the white dude, like, where you from? I'm from California. He's like, no, where you from? I'm from America. No, where you great? I'm from England. What I'm saying is, we're labeled as African Americans. You got Hispanic Americans. Got Asian Americans. You got Native Americans. Nothing against my white folks, but y'all call just straight Americans. Think about it.
Okay.
You automatically separated us from America. No, you're not from America. You're originally from Africa. Up, your camera went out. And you're American. Yep, where'd Dre go? But the point I'm trying to get to here is like black Americans been here as long as 400 years. We was like the first slaves transported probably from the first people who came over from whatever England or whatever the fuck they came from, or Britain. Like after that, you start getting the oh my bad. Yeah, what I
Now
was
this
saying was,
stupid ass shit on my phone. Go ahead.
let's bring it back. What I was saying is like as we're separated as African. We're labeled as African Americans,
Yeah.
not Americans. But we've been here just as long as the people that first stole this land. Facts.
Right. Right.
You don't hear you never call nobody a German American. They're white. They're from Germany. They're American, but their ancestors is German.
Right.
Most of y'all came over on a boat after slaves been here. So that means I've been here longer than you. Italian Americans, Irish Americans. That's not mentioned, but Irish people when they first came over, they were treated just as bad as the black people was.
Yes. Yeah. Chinese people too. Honestly, Chinese
Yeah.
people. That shit was real bad.
I forgot who was saying this, but it was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. He was like, but think about it. If you're on a bus and you got the Italian Americans, you got the German Americans coming in, and you got the Russians coming in, and you got the people that been here, the white people from whatever England, and you got these black people, and you see these white people from England picking on this black person. What you think Italian and German, Russians, and the Americans when they say like, look,
Join right in.
y'all can't tell unless I tell y'all I'm from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
But because their skin
Or
color
speak.
or speak, but their skin color is different. So let's instead of getting treated bad like them by these people who've been here longer, let's join in with them and blend in with their group and start attacking this group so we don't get messed with anymore. So
Yeah.
now what are they called? They're called Americans. What is the first thing a racist person tell you? Go back to where you came from. Bitch,
I was born here,
I
motherfucker.
was born here just like you was fucking born here.
Mm-hmm.
You go back where the fuck you been, where you came from.
It's an ignorant way to look at shit. Like the people who do think like that, because not everybody does. I get that.
Nah, dude.
I get
That's
that.
why I say my white brothers. I don't.
Yeah, like obviously we got white people in my family. So
Me too. I got white cousins.
yeah, but what it is with me is like it's this type of shit. That's all we talking about.
Yeah, that's
the one thing I do like about right now though, the social media era is, guess what? Hey, a random person who left a racist comment, they coming to get your ass now, bitch. Mm-hmm. You leave a racist comment, you might not have a job by the morning.
Exactly.
You might come into work, them niggas be like, nah, go home. You don't work here no more. Exactly. You don't work here, and you ain't getting unemployment. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they coming to get you, and I hope they get you. I hope they ruin your life because you don't understand how that hateful thinking, like, you don't understand what that means. You don't understand what it means to say to these niggas. You don't understand what it means when you say something ignorant and what it could mean for a person who has to deal with that shit.
What up, cuz? How you?
You feel what I'm saying? Hey, like, I could see some shit that's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, his nigger ass deserved to die. He probably did some shit like that. It's like, yo, I could have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been fucked with by police. It might have been fucking with me for years. And I see that shit, automatically it take me back there and then ruin my day because we've all been fucked with by the police.
Oh, yeah.
In one way. I remember, I was talking about this earlier. I remember when me, you, and two other people, we were in my car driving home through Voorhees at like 2:00 in the morning, something like that. Cop pulled us over. Now I ain't gonna say we were fucked with. I'm gonna say that it could have went left. So a lot of people will like, all right, they say, "What'd you get pulled over for?" The guy said I had my top light on my rear was out. So it's like I had both of my tail lights and both of my front lights, but the top light was out. So in normal circumstances, nobody's gonna fuck with you over that. But if I'm a white cop in a nice area and I see 4 black dudes, because you can see us as we ride, 4 black dudes, 2:00 in the morning, one of them got a warrant, is weed in the car, I'm gonna get something from them. I'm gonna get something. That's how they think. And they might tell you that that's innocent. That's not an innocent thought. It's born of racism. Like, I am profiling these guys. That's why I'm pulling them over. Now, I remember you were a little nervous because like this was when they was killing us like crazy and literally nothing was happening. Like, I think Philando Castile might have just happened.
Yeah, because it was a dark road and nothing. Yeah. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker. And all it took was one of us. All it took was one of us to really be like, yo, like, because I don't think people understand that either.
So they look at these. And I'm gonna ramble a little bit. So excuse me.
No,
They
go
look at
ahead.
they look at these videos and they say, why didn't the guy just listen to the cop? Why didn't the guy just cooperate? Yo, put yourself in these people's shoes. I might be with my girl. I might be with. Hey, I might have had a terrible week. I'm not doing shit, but he found this one thing to pull me over for so he can profile me. Yeah, I'm pissed. Yo, what are you? Yo, come on. You're holding me up. I'm trying to get home. I had a terrible day. You don't know what's on his mind. You should not be able to be killed for being annoyed with somebody for wasting your time because they think you're doing something wrong, even though you had nothing. You know what I'm saying? You should
Nothing.
not be worried about being killed. And he should, if I say something to you smart, that don't mean kill me. You understand what I'm saying? That don't mean
But
kill me.
for them, that's justification for, oh, you're giving me shit. I can fucking arrest you.
Right. Oh, let me flex my power. These are the same
Nah.
niggas. These are the same niggas that in school you'd be like, shut your bitch ass up, and he would have shut his bitch ass. These are the same motherfuckers that
Yeah.
when they in school they be bitches. Same dudes.
But they
Same
just,
dudes.
they just got power now. They can take. I got pulled over.
That's it.
I got pulled over. And this was before all this shit, social media. This is like 2000. I want to say 2005, 2006. But I had just dropped Kev off. I dropped Kev off in this neighborhood. I'm leaving to go this one. I was living out in Lindenwood.
Right.
Cop pulls me over. And I said, "What's up, officer?" He's license registration. So I go grab my shit. I said, "What's the problem?" Oh, your left tail light is dimmer. It wasn't out. Oh, it's dimmer than the other tail light. I'm like, what? I'm like, you
Come
pulled
on,
me over
bro.
for that? He was like,
Come
yeah.
on.
He was like, yeah, come out and check. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I close my door. I get out to check my light. I'm like, all right, it's pink. That one's red, but this one is, you can still see it. I turn around, there's another officer. He's all in my car. I say, yo, bro, what the fuck you doing? Oh, he looks like you got a baggie back there.
Come on, bro.
Mind you, I don't smoke.
Come
Everybody
on.
know me. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that shit. Hey, all in my fucking car. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I had Kiera car seat in the back. Oh, this Dorito looked like a baggie. I'm like, yo, man, get out my car. I said, bro, unless you got some reason to pull me over, give me my ticket so I can go about my way. You just illegally searched my car. Give me my shit now so I can fucking roll. But that's the shit I had to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
Look, hold on. I got another story. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Because now that bring back another one. My wife, two stories in one. My wife, she drives like a bat out of hell. I mean, to keep it all the way real. So she's on the road. She tells me this shit made me furious. She's riding through Mount Laurel.
Oh.
Mount Laurel.
Anybody knows
So
my Lord, that's
she drive like a bat out of hell. Like just normally. I don't know why. So I get from what she tells me, I think she might have like, I don't know if she was riding this guy's ass or if she like went around him because he was going too slow on one of them roads that you can go around. Something like that. Directions on the road. Yeah, they'll find something. So like whatever. She said the dude started following her. Right?
mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right. She said dude started following her. She was going to work. She get to work. She said like 10 cop cars pull up. She like, what the fuck? The dude was an off-duty cop. Off-duty cop called his boys to come scare her when she got to work. Followed her to work. Called his boys. Come on. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I think later that night, like to extend that story, later that night, I forget what happened. I think I had to say, or it might have been later that week.
They waiting on your car.
Not even. It might have been. It might have been. I forget though. But I know we got pulled over and she had to go. You know, she a nurse, so she was like, "Oh, I forgot something at work." She was like, "Can you drive me? Because I'm tired." Because she came home. I'm like, "All right, fuck it." I drove her. We drive through Mount Laurel. Nothing going on again. Like it might have been something real small. That ain't. They see us. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. She just got off of work. I'm driving back up here. They don't want nothing because they'll give you a warning. Oh
They
yeah,
always
you
give you a
know.
warning. I'm gonna give you a
Oh
warning,
we
let you go.
I think it was some shit like you were saying, but like it might have been something small, just like the it's dimmer over here. It's dimmer, or it was. It's like, come on, bro. Or you see me, a black dude, and my girl or my wife riding through Mount Laurel. You think, what the hell are these people doing in Mount Laurel? They must be doing. They must be dropping off drugs. They must be. It's not us. It's not an innocent thought. You feel what I'm saying? It's not an innocent thought when you think, "Oh, I might got something with these guys. I might got me a arrest tonight." It's a fucked up game you playing. And when somebody is combative and says, "Yo, I see what you're doing. I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed. I have a right to be annoyed that you are profiling me. And no, I'm not going to talk to you nicely because what you're doing isn't nice." So when we see that happen on camera, somebody usually gets killed or beat up for no reason. I saw one video of a dude that was talking shit to a cop saying, if we wasn't in these cuffs, if I wasn't in these cuffs, I'll fuck you up. Dude put the cuffs on him and then started beating him up. The cop. These niggas is crazy. They crazy, dog.
They need to start. Like, they really need to start evaluating motherfuckers, man. And I don't. And I know you can. I think you can. If I ain't mistaken, I know you can. Can you vote for your new police chief?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm
It's
gonna
probably
look it
it's
up.
probably something with that though.
If you can vote for your new police chief and nothing happens, vote their ass out of fucking office. Let it be known. If you can vote,
Yeah.
if you can vote for your mayor, oh, you gonna keep letting this shit ride in my township? Guess what? Come next election, I'm gonna get a bunch of motherfuckers. Your ass is out of office. Next person up. Cause I mean, them jobs do mean something to them because it's their ascension up the political ladder. But let's get the fuck off this subject.
Yeah, it's a little dark, but I was feeling away, and I'm pretty sure you were
Yeah,
too.
I was feeling away. I'm steaming all week. You know what I'm saying. But let's switch topics, man. Like I said, anybody willing to comment on this shit later or whatever, and voice your opinion.
Yeah, but
But
other than that, how's it going?
it's cooling, man. You know, cooling, chilling, bro. You know, in the crib. I just friended somebody, and they had posted a picture.
Okay.
It's a good picture. They posted a picture of a dude from where I'm from. You know, his name was Bunky. We call him the Bunk Master. You remember Bunk?
Yeah, little girl.
Hey, little girl. Everybody there from West Africa, and that got me thinking. Like, damn, like, who is some of your like hood legends and shit? Like straight hood legends that y'all know about that was from y'all hood that was just like the illest. Cause the Bunk Master was it for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? He would come around. Bunk was always drunk. That's the first fucking thing. Bunk was always drunk. Every time you see you, hey, what you doing here, little girl? What you got in my drink?
I want to know why he was calling y'all niggas little girl. That shit was funny as hell.
No clue why this nigga called us
Little
little girl.
girl.
He gonna call you little girl. He called you wide nose, chicken chested, humpback, greasy gorilla. Look, like he
What
had
the
this
fuck?
old speech, like, and
Slick mouth.
Bunk was funny as shit, dog. Like, I know.
Yeah, we not gonna keep to. That's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
stopped. That's why we moved on to this new joint, like
oh
about
no,
hood
you
legends.
talking about talking, meaning like,
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
know.
no.
I
I
know.
think it's going to start getting crazy. Like I
Yeah,
said, they set a new precedent, but we off that. We off that.
we off that, but
Yeah, we ain't trying to depress everybody.
yeah. So Bump one time. This is like the funniest story. Like my uncle, I wish he was here to watch, like comment on this shit. So Bump, you know, what I mean, he was a neighborhood alcoholic. So one day, Bump was sitting, he was drinking, he was sitting on his couch. This is how this legend goes. This actually happened. He's watching a commercial about orange juice, and it was, I think, the Florida, what is it, Florida Kiss? What was the orange juice from Florida?
Shit.
But whatever. The Florida, it's Florida orange juice. So he sees.
Damn, what is it called?
He sees him drinking this orange juice, and he sees that the orange is picked from Florida off the orange tree.
Was
So
it Florida?
I think so. So Bunk wanted an orange so bad. Like, he was like, I gotta get an orange. You know, he seen this Florida orange. Instead of this man going to the store, he was like, Bunk gonna go to the store get an orange. Nobody sees Bunky for months. Months, he is fucking gone. Like, nobody see Bunky. Like, the last thing they said, they remember watching TV, watching the Florida orange joint, seeing the orange on TV. Don't you know this motherfucker walks all the way to Florida? That
nigga ain't walked in no fucking Florida, nigga.
They said this nigga
His feet would have fell off.
He walked to Florida and walked back to fucking Jersey. They said they had to take tweezers and get the pieces of sock out of his feet because his feet were so
what? Oh shit.
Yo, from fucking walking. This nigga walked all the way to fucking Florida just to pick a fucking orange and then walk. Bunk was gone for months. Like, niggas thought Bunk was dead. Like, niggas was like, yo, where the fuck Bunky at?
Yo. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Yo.
He said, did he get an orange though? That's what I want to know. Did he get an orange?
Yo, he said he got down there, got his orange, picked his orange, ate his orange, and turned it
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Yo, I don't think he walked. I don't think he like, he may have got like hitchhiked along the way, but he walked all the way the fuck back.
That nigga walked to Delaware, picked the orange, and came the fuck back. That's what he did. That's what he did.
Bunk was the funniest dude ever. Like, my brother, right, when he was little, he used to call him, like, he couldn't, like, Sammy. He couldn't say, you know, he would fuck up his words, so he called Bunky Monkey. That was his name for him. So, we at my uncle's house one night. So, my mom took us there for a party and shit. Like, this was, like, my uncle had, like, the wacky shack. It was, like, this dark-ass house you would go into, like, one room, it had no carpet. It was, like, dirt fucking floor with a couch in there. My Uncle Lingo. I swear on everything I fucking love. It was a room with a dirt fucking floor.
A dirt floor? What?
He built his own, like, I'm telling, this is facts, Dre. I'm not bullshit.
So none of that had permitting. None of his home had permitting.
No, when they went in this house, they condemned this house when they seen it.
Nigga.
They had steps that went up the steps to a door, and when you open the fucking door, if you would drop all the way you went to the door, you would drop all the way back to the first fucking floor.
That nigga built the fucking paradox house, the paradox shit, where the shit goes up and then come back down.
I wish my Uncle Mike was here. When he was building his house, he had to cut a tree down. I'm going to get back to the story. He had to cut a tree down. This is hood stories. My uncle and my mom tell the story because they was there watching. Cut a tree down. And the guys that was cutting the tree down was supposed to cut the tree, hold the rope, and pull it away from his house. Nobody had the rope, so the tree started falling towards my uncle's house. They said this motherfucker screamed, "My house!" He had on a pair of church shoes. He grabbed the rope and from the tree falling and snatched him in the air off the ground. They said he came back to the ground, dug his feet in with church shoes, and started pulling the tree, his big ass tree. I ain't saying no little tree. He started pulling his big ass tree, screaming, "My house!" Just kept pulling the fucking tree, pulling.
None of y'all niggas helped him.
Till it got to a point, my mom was little, to a point where it stood up and flew and fell the other way.
That nigga was Paul Bunyan.
So, nigga, this is we at my uncle's house that he built. So, again, we in a party and shit. Bunky fired the fuck up. My uncle, he built this house so he had no kerosene. He had a kerosene heater in the middle of the house. He had no heat.
That's a fire waiting to happen.
Niggas had to sit in his house with a jack. So Bunk passed out and fell asleep on top of the kerosene heater. Niggas is
Out of all
partying.
places?
He was drunk. He just fell. So niggas was sitting in a party. They party. I'm a little kid. I'm like, Sammy had to be about like 3 or 4. So
Mad inappropriate.
So this is our cousin. It's like you going to your uncle's house. This is my uncle.
Oh, all right.
It's my Uncle Lingo. So it's my uncle's house. So Sammy, this is like he's like 4. So this is like 93. So I'm like 10. You just look over and you see on the kerosene he bunky, but you just see smoke. Everybody like, damn, something on fire. And you just see smoke. It's coming up where Bunky's laying on top of a fucking kerosene heater with his jacket on, just smoking. Somebody sees this nigga and like snatches him off and throws Bunky on the floor. He's still smoking.
Yeah, you gotta throw him in the dirt room so you can just let him roll, nigga.
Yo, this nigga doesn't say nothing. He's still smoke still coming him off, and he's still burning this shit. So everybody proceeds after they throw him up to go back to party. He was so drunk, I'm guessing it was like a fucking delayed reaction that this nigga didn't realize he was just cooking a few minutes ago. This nigga just gets up in the dark corner and just starts screaming. All you see, dark skin, all you see is teeth. So my brother Sandy, only 4 years old, is like, Mom, why that monkey hollering like that? What's wrong with that monkey?
What's wrong with the monkey?
Why that monkey hollering like that? Nigga, man. Yo.
God rest dead.
God rest Bunky's soul, man. Like, Bunk was like the funniest dude ever. Like, you would just go to the basketball court and see him, like, sleep underneath the bench. Just drunk, passed out, sleep underneath the bench. You wake Bunky up.
Did he have a house?
Yeah, he had a crib. Bunk would just get so fired up. He just passed out, man. Like nobody, that's how he got killed. Bunk fell asleep in the street going back to his house. Everybody knew, like from back in West Africa. That's why none of us really drive fast through here because our family here. Everybody knew, like you drive through West Africa at night, make sure, you look out for, you see Bunky stumbling in the street or you just make sure you avoid him. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all looked out. Bunk was the legend. Everybody loved Bunky, so. But a dude was delivering newspaper from not back here didn't know and, hit Bunky and killed him. So, anybody that know Bunky, man, y'all from West Africa, y'all watch, like, everybody got a Bunky story. Like, Bunky was the man. That's what we doing. Like, that's why I said it's like hood legend. Like, I know you got one. You from Philly, so I know you don't have no dude.
Not really. They're not legends. Not, like, I just got niggas that I know, but nothing crazy. I was thinking about it, like, well, I ain't really got no crazy stories. Like,
you ain't never, nigga. You lived in Philly. You don't have no like, yo, this one. Even the crackheads, like they was like.
Other than niggas spinning through and like, you know what I mean, spinning through in the certain kind of cars and shit. Like, I don't really got no. Like, cause that was entertaining what you just told me. I don't got really nothing entertaining. Like
yeah.
we was corny. The niggas where I was from just deal drugs.
Well, I mean, these niggas
deal drugs and that's it.
Niggas deal drugs, but everybody like the bunk master. Bunk was just.
Yeah, but like we had crackheads. But the only thing I can remember is them making the one nigga jump off the roof, run into a house.
Tell a story.
Yeah, but it's not interesting. Like I was thinking about it, I'm like, as you was talking, I'm like, oh, this shit ain't interesting that I got to talk about. Nigga fucking jumped off a roof. That was it. He and then broke his leg, and then I think they made him. And then when he was still in a cast, still on crutches,
so
and I guess he wanted more. Eric, nothing crazy.
Eric?
That's what I'm saying. Just Eric. And then when the nigga wanted. He came home from the hospital, so he had a cast and he had crutches, and they offered him more crack, I guess, to run directly into a house, like into a brick wall and shit. And the nigga ran full fucking speed into a brick fucking wall. But that was it. Like there was nothing special. They gave him his crack. It was entertaining. Like I was out there like, oh shit, that nigga crazy. We ain't had camera phones because it would have been all up. It was like, oh shit, that nigga really crazy. He jumped off a roof. Came home and then ran into that crack crazy. It was crack back then.
The crack era was like
It wasn't coke.
Everybody, it wasn't coke. Like we all grew up. I think in the crack era. Like I had a small town that just like these niggas
Crack?
out. Yeah, crack. These niggas was wilding. Like one time, like the whole hood, we all bought paintball guns. So we all in West
Oh, y'all was
Africa.
rich.
Nah, we bought the little
No, y'all
$20.
was rich.
It was all drug dealers. They all had $20. Buy these little $20. All the drug trap boys, they bought their shit. My brother selling fucking bags of sheetrock and shit, and we chopping up sheetrock and water, selling beat bags. You sell beat bags to the fiends.
Your fiends were idiots.
Niggas, you don't know how many dudes got all beat bags and they just wet.
Your fiends were idiots.
You can you don't let them smoke in, but you get a little crack vial, fucking get it, you match your shit up. Like, all right, you can get bread and you wet it a certain way. White bread, you roll it up and crumble that shit up, and you like, all right, cool. Got it.
Where are the former drug dealers? Tell us your names.
But niggas,
I don't know nobody who did that. That's fucking ridiculous.
Niggas sold sheetrock. Niggas
soap? I get. I get. But not that bullshit.
Like, we cut up sheetrock, wet it, like, to make it.
Don't say we. No, don't say we.
Oh,
don't
nigga,
say we.
This is the statutory limit, dog. I was like 12, 13. I'm 30, 37. It's 24 fucking years ago. I'm pretty sure the statute of limitation of that shit is over. And I didn't sell drugs. It wasn't even drugs. It was sheetrock and fucking whatever we could find that looked as close to crack as we can get.
Your fiends deserve to smoke fucking sheetrock.
Yo,
they deserved it.
Nigga, I got a fiend one time at work because we knew the dude was a fiend, and he was always like getting high. So one day we was like,
that's what fiends do.
Like he'd come in high as shit, working crazy, and then by the middle of the day he done. So we found a vial. We in Philly working. So we was like, we can get this motherfucker. I said, I'm watching me get this nigga.
That's terrible.
So I pick up a piece of like white concrete. I clean the shit off, wet it, throw it in the crack vial, and throw it on the seat. We knew where we put it at. Like, it was like no question we knew where we put it at. Only us three got in the back seat.
Okay.
So we seen the dude go to the truck. He like perked up and was all scrambling to the truck. So it was like, what the fuck he go do? So we waited. We go to the truck like he took it. Don't you know this nigga goes home to proceed to smoke concrete? Anybody know anything about concrete? When you heat concrete up, the shit explodes. Like concrete, you heat a concrete with a torch or something hot, concrete will, and it'll boom. Like when we used to torch buildings and we had to torch rebar and we'd get close to concrete, you had to have your safety glass off, the concrete would pop on you.
Oh shit.
This nigga takes the concrete home, proceeds to smoke it. Everybody knows you smoke crack.
I'm really curious to know what he smoked it in.
He smoked it as
a pipe?
A glass pipe, as usual. This nigga goes home and smokes in the glass pipe. Dre, when I say this nigga came in the next day, like somebody punched this nigga in his mouth. His shit was all cut up like something like his shit was
a
cut
fucking
up,
fool, dog.
bloody. I'm guessing he smoked the crack rock and the pipe exploded and just blew up on his fucking lips. Like
why?
It fucked this nigga
To
mouth.
what end? To what end?
Yo,
To what end?
Fuck this nigga mouth up. Yo, we was in tears because we knew what we had just done to this dude to make this dude smoke concrete. Like
he deserved it, dog. He deserved it. I can tell you that shit right now. He deserved it. 100%. You smoke some shit you found. You fucking deserve it. In a vial. When was this? Because it was in a vial, by the way. So when was this?
This is, what year was this? This is still 2000. But you remember you used to have
a vial?
You remember the tops you had, like the blue tops, the yellow tops?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Find them shits all over the spot. So we found one. It was like, I knew what it was. It was a white dude working. I said, yo, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. Watch this shit. So the white dude like, yo, what's that? I like, you know he smoke crack. He's like, yeah. I said, it's a vial. Look. So I got the shit, got the concrete, made the shit, like wetted it up, got it all nice and soft. Then make it look like a crack rock. Threw that bitch in there and threw it in the truck. This nigga takes it, goes home and smoke it, and blew his lips up with the crack pipe. Yo, his shit looked like he like some. I said shit like somebody punched his hauled up and punched him in his mouth. His lips was all cut up, and bloody and shit. Like you can still, he's a white dude. You can still see the red marks from where it's all cut the fuck up. I immediately knew what happened. Me and the other dudes, we just seen, we know concrete explode. So we immediately knew that this nigga crack pipe exploded and fucked his lips up, dog.
That's his fault. That's his fault. He deserved every bit of that shit.
Yo, man, I
I
like,
don't feel sorry for nobody who do drugs like that.
yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't know, man. I ain't do none of that. I ain't never sell. I ain't never fucking get nobody no concrete or fucking sheetrock or nothing like that. I never tried to sell drugs. I never was that kind of guy, man. I was just I was just one of them niggas who played sports. And once I saw what a vagina was and what it could do for me, I said, "Oh, that's my new favorite thing." So that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I didn't sell drugs. I was just
No, I'm just saying, like, for
yeah,
conversation, like, I never did that.
so,
Like, I never tried.
So getting back to my story, what led us up to this selling beat bags and getting money. We all bought paintball guns that year. Everybody in the hood had a paintball gun. So we running around, running up on niggas, acting like we having shootouts, shooting niggas in the leg, running down on people on the corner, just boom, 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 just black, no mask on, no nothing, no glasses, nothing, just shooting niggas in the head, the leg, the backs, whatever. So we have this big paintball fight. So boom, we done. So like, we see one of the fiends coming down the street to go cop something off the corner. So like a few niggas go hide, like we had, it was in the woods, so we had a clubhouse in the woods. They just sitting in there waiting for her to walk by. Dre, when she got close, all you hear the guns, you hear them niggas go boom, 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 boom. You hear her go. See her hat get shot off like boom, boom. Nigga shoot her hat off her head, right?
That was me.
Nigga shoot the hat off the head. She fall to the ground all slow. You still hear boom, 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 boom. They fucked her up. Them niggas on the corner was so mad because they had to bust his track and we just shot the fucking fiend up. Like, them niggas came in the woods, chased them out the
I would have did that.
Yo.
That's something I would have did. It was like, it's a fiend. Even though it's somebody aunt or uncle, there's always somebody aunt, uncle, or cousin, though. Yeah, niggas know the person and they cool with them, but they be like, nah, she a fiend, though. So tell her to stop doing drugs and we won't fuck with her.
Yeah, but like,
I done seen niggas get stole. I done seen niggas get,
man.
You know, like just for fun, like just on some regular shit. Like, yo, niggas treated fiends bad, yo. Now the fiends are the rappers.
Yeah, fiends in the 90s got it bad. I mean, my brother shot a fiend in the face, close range with a paintball gun, like right here, like
that's terrible.
Like I'm like, what the fuck with you? I say, yo, I can't tell the whole story, but I tell you off air, but the shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, that's terrible, dude. You can be shooting niggas point blank. I don't give a fuck who they are. That's crazy.
Yeah, but like growing up back there, you just never. It didn't affect you. You grew up in the hood. It was just like, this is just normal shit that go on a daily basis. It's nothing. It was nothing bad.
Yeah, you didn't really see it as like I didn't feel bad, which kind of fucked up. I didn't feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing of growing up black as a youth. You just like I seen some shit. Like I seen motherfuckers get robbed and seen hurt motherfuckers get shot and all that other shit. Like I almost got robbed the other day.
Doing
like,
what? Working?
Dropping off a can in Philly. On where the fuck was I at? I was way down on Broad Street, like we're Broad in the Roosevelt Boulevard meetup.
Hunting Park
area. So I'm dropping the can off, and I go to the back street to drop the can off, and there's a young boy standing there. He all masked up. So I'm not paying no attention. He all masked up. He's standing on a block. Like when I first seen him, his hands in front of his hoodie. So I paid no attention. I'm like, all right, he back here busting traps. But as I'm getting ready to drop the can, I'm like, damn, there's a lot of cars keep driving by, but nobody's stopping for this boy to bust a trap. I'm just wasting management. There ain't no cops around. Usually you'll get a couple people that stop. But the whole time I'm dropping the can, try to drop this can, boy just peeping every move I do. So, we all from the hood. You know when you feel a nigga that's hungry or starving, and niggas say I'm about to get a come up. I seen niggas get robbed. I seen that same look in dudes' faces like, all right, I got somebody. So I peeped the bull. So I go to drop the can. I pull my truck forward. I gotta get out to sticker it up. Then I see his demeanor change. His hand goes from out of his front of his hoodie to underneath his hoodie.
Mm.
And he's still looking at me. He looks around a couple of times, but he's still looking at me. You see what I'm doing? So I'm like, man, look, this nigga about, like, I already peeped what he's gonna do, so I empty my pocket, so I barely had nothing in my shit. Like, you only maybe get $1 or something. I'm like, that's it. Now, he ain't stealing my phone and all this other shit, or won't get me from my wallet. I'll be assed out. So I'm like, I could just see the nigga moving crazy. So as he moving closer and closer, another truck pulls up, one of our companies. So when he pulls up, the bull stops, looks at him, looks at me. I'm like, yeah, this nigga think I'm food. Like, let me hurry up. Like, I could already see how he move. He think I'm food. So I hurry up, do what I got to do. He's still looking at the other truck there. I hopped in my truck fast. I got up out of there. Because you can feel when a nigga starving or hungry, he about to do something that he don't really want to do. You just see it in him. And it's like, and I could feel it. And I just knew, like, yo, you know what I mean? You was watching me the whole time. Your body language, like, you ain't out here selling drugs because you look like you busting traps, but there's just too many cars riding by. Ain't nobody stopping. Usually when a nigga out there hustling, you see about 6 or 7, like 6 or 7 cars roll by. 1 or 2 of these cars is gonna stop. I'm like, man, he ain't busting no trap. Like, he ain't hustling. Like, he looking out here like he trying to catch something. And I just watched his hands. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm the food.
See what he was trying to do. But wasn't you in the truck though?
I
I
had to
think he
get
was
out
going.
I had to get out the truck when I dropped the can, because if we drop the can off, it's just green. So I got to put the stickers on the can and label it up.
Damn.
So I already knew what is it like. I was peeping him when I came back there. I'm like, damn, ain't no lights really back here. He got a mask on. Like, you can just see.
Why not go to fucking Northeast? Even though I don't think that's where the rich people live at in Philadelphia, but go where the rich motherfuckers at. Wait around there.
Nah, man.
Like, do that. You robbing, you know what I mean? You robbing, yeah, you ran the ghetto. For no,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? What the fuck we gonna give you? We ain't got no money, nigga.
Nothing. But you can
You
see.
get money from me, you fucked up my whole rent.
Yeah, you can see. Because it was a fiend walking back, it was another fiend on foot just walking back and forth up and up the street. Like, usually fiends, when they know they boy that hustle and they ain't really got the money, they try to laugh and be funny with him, hoping, and you know how fiends get when they see a nigga
Jump
that,
off a roof.
jump off a roof or do something stupid. So I'm looking at the fiend walking up the block, looking on the ground, looking for shit. I'm like, you ain't busting no trap, because this fiend ain't one time come talk to you like he knew you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right, like you are the drug dealer. COVID.
Yeah, shut up, nigga.
Psych no, that ain't even funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
Psych no.
I knew just my ghetto antennas went up, as they call them. The hood and shit is like,
No one calls them that.
I don't know, but instead of my spidey senses tingling, my nigga senses started
Nigga
tingling.
sense, there you go. I like
My
that.
nigga sense started
Coin
tingling.
that phrase. My nigga sense is tingling.
Niggas is sing like, this nigga ain't hustling. This nigga out here trying to catch. He trying to catch somebody slipping. I'm like, this nigga think I'm slipping.
Yo.
No, nigga, I see your whole moves, nigga. You ready to rob me? Like, you went from standing there watching my truck to getting closer and closer, and then when you seen another truck pull up, you stop, and I see what he's doing. And when that truck damn near get out of sight, you ready to come get your lick? I said, nah, I'm getting the fuck in this truck. I ain't got no knife on me. I ain't got no knife. I can't carry a gun at work. Nigga senses.
My
You know?
yeah, nigga senses.
Like, you know when you food, dog. You know when you food. Like, I knew I was food. I'm like, if I don't get in this truck any faster, this nigga will probably stick me up with a gun that ain't even loaded, but I gotta treat the shit like it's loaded. Or if it is loaded, this nigga gonna probably pop me or some shit like that, take off with the truck. I'm like,
I ain't going to say no names. I know that I knew some coworkers in the past that carried because I've worked at places where you take your shit home.
yeah.
They carry they shit because it's like it could go down. Now, would you rather be caught slipping at work at the work? Because I used to work for I can say it now. I used to work for Verizon, and you'll be working in some areas. Now, my thing is look, I'm not a thug. I'm not none of that shit. I'm not a street nigga. None of that. I grew up in the streets, but I got the sense of a street, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm street
Like
adjacent.
I wasn't no street nigga, but I knew I seen
You
what
know.
you have. Yeah, I knew.
You know. It's like a dog. When a dog about to bite you, you know that motherfucker gonna circle you. You know shit. Yeah. So they used to send niggas to Camden or like Trenton, like Camden or Trenton. Now in Camden or Trenton, they're known as two tech areas in certain areas. Two tech areas, meaning if you go there for a job, it got to be another dude with you to do the job. All right. Now me, it wasn't a pride thing or nothing. I just didn't care or feel like waiting for nobody, so I would go and work there. But like a lot of the white dudes, they'll make sure they got another dude with them. But like I remember, one of the other dudes was the same way. He was working up in Trenton, and he said that the nigga was gonna rob him, and he was like, "Dog, I don't care about none of this shit. Take the fucking like, take the truck, nigga. I'm trying to go home. Like, I don't care about none of this shit." And I was the same way. It's like, dog, if I'm working and a nigga like get in my truck, oh, go ahead. It's insured. It ain't mine. I don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if you ask for it, you might get it. You might fucking get it. I don't give a fuck. Shit. That shit funny though. You know what I'm saying? With the niggas who, like, why you try to rob me at work? What do you really think you gonna get?
Yo,
I'm at work.
I had a nigga that got robbed at work. Well, the dude told me a story. I ain't gonna say his name, but it was income tax season. And this nigga's a bragging dude. Always like to brag. Like I seen him. Like, this how I know the story was true, because you would see him. He would always have big wads of money on to show off at work and shit.
Nigga.
So income tax comes.
They gonna rob you.
This nigga has 5 stacks on him.
On him?
On him. Cause that's what he does. He'll come to work with big ass stacks of knots, pull it out his pocket. Or I'm going to the corner store. I'm like, all right, you pulling out a lot of money. So the nigga, as I knew he wouldn't do something, I know the story is true because I seen him do it. Like, I know this is fact. That's what he do. So yeah, 5 racks on him. Mind you, we work in Camden City. Nigga, the dude is a 2-man team in the truck, so you got a camera inside the truck when you can see the back of the truck. Right. So they working, they see 2 dudes standing. You normally don't think, no, we just getting trash. So the dude goes to get the trash where the 2 dudes were standing at, and it's taking long. And I'm in the creature habit. Like, it take too long for one's can. Like, I gotta get the fuck out. Like, cause everything is time. You got a timer in your truck. You trying to get done. Dude say he gets to go get out of the truck. He's like, man, what the fuck is taking this nigga so long? He should have been in my camera and dumped his can. He gets out the truck, go back with the can. Boom. You see the boys, they look at him, they got him stuck up.
It's not funny, but it's like, dog.
Yo, got him at the back of the truck, start running these niggas' pocket. My man's like, yo, we already know not to either carry a debit card.
Why would you?
Or a minimum of $10. Something you not gonna miss. Like, I done had to cash like checks before I came to work, or I had to pay a bill, so I had the money. I'll leave that shit in my car. I wouldn't take that shit nowhere near me.
Nobody in their right mind would.
Nigga had 5 racks in his pocket. They ran the pocket. The boy said they hit me at $10.
Jackpot!
This nigga pulled out a big ass knot of fucking money. don't you know the cops come to turn on the block and shine the light on them? But how the bulls were standing, he said how the bulls were standing, the other dude had the gun. He's shielding them from the lights of the cop. The cops, when they get behind our trucks, they don't want to be stuck, so they'll back up off the block and go. They looking at the cops, niggas getting robbed, like, please, come the fuck down here. Like, yo, do something. You can't say nothing because the nigga got the gun. He gonna pop. So they looking at the so they looking at the cop. The cop see the truck. I'm like, I'm not getting stuck behind this truck. He said that's what saved him though. He said proceeds to back up off the block, and the two dudes after the cops got turned their lights and start going, they just took off running. But they robbed this nigga trying to show off. Why would you take 5 G's in Camden?
Why would you have 5 G's on you at work? Why would you have 5 G's cash on you anyway?
Because that's how he is. He does shit like that.
Guess what? Guess what happens? You get fucking robbed.
But after he got robbed, I came later, he still does this shit. Nigga would just, we be in a truck together. This nigga will pull his wallet out or whatever, and a bunch of hundreds and 20s. I'm like, yo, why you carrying that much money on you, dog?
Is that cornball shit?
Oh, that's cornball.
Because I think that's cornball shit. But I only think it's cornball shit if you one of them niggas who go like this, open your shit, yeah, how much is it? Oh, all right. You're a cornball. If you just have it and it's for maybe you're buying a dirt bike after work or something like that, you know what I mean? Nobody see it. And I get that. Yeah. But the niggas who oh yeah, I'm about to go to the corner store, and they pull out the whole joint, and he's like,
that's what he do.
Yeah, all right, yeah, let me get one of them too. Yo, you're a cornball. You're just trying to show how much money you got, and guess what? The right niggas is looking.
Bro, he got jacked for 5 G's. He's like, I'm gonna go home and explain this to my wife. I lost our income tax.
And she gonna say, what your dumb ass had all the money for in your fucking pocket, you dumb motherfucker? That's what she gonna say.
5 racks.
I would have to hear that if I came home. Why the fuck would you have? She'd be pissed at me.
5 racks, dog. I just lost 5 racks easily, dog. I'll be tight. Yo.
I work hard for that 5. I'm not gonna let that motherfucker go. You gonna have to take. Hey, big bro. You gonna have to really come get this shit.
But I'm like, yo, when y'all all looked at the cops, why he ain't just swing? Cause I know all y'all. Cause
niggas want to die.
Nah, they had to look at the cops. My mind said the cops.
That's some movie shit.
I see the cops. I see their eyes. You shit. We scrapping.
Run.
Or run. Take off running.
I'm going, nigga.
They start busting. They're going to chase them. You got the work vest on.
Yep, 4-4. Yeah. 4-4 real fast. Niggas ain't never seen it before.
But this is the same nigga that got knocked out at a job for running his mouth. I don't give a fuck. I tell all these stories.
How you get knocked out?
Hey, niggas gonna piece this together from work. I don't give a fuck. It's my show.
Well, it's just from work. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I really like the motherfuckers in there. And niggas snitched on me.
Other people don't know who he is. I don't know who he is.
Niggas snitched on me at work. So I'm gonna tell a story. So
okay.
We working in North Camden and shit. So we working in North Camden. So I'm a trash man, people. So we picking up the recycle guy. He's
first of all, you're a
sanitation worker,
a sanitation technician. Don't try to or whatever. I'm a trash man. Cut it out.
Whatever. So we working. I drive the recycle truck. He got the trash route. So it's this one street that you back all the way down, but it's never no recycle on the street because half the people in the city recycle. Okay. So I never back down the street. I don't have no reason to go down there because there's no recycles, always trash. So the dude backs down the street as usual. He goes down there. He's picking up the trash. There's a dude at the end of the block. He just bought a TV. So they throw all the trash in, and they proceed to try to leave this one TV box. I don't go down the block. Okay. So the dude's like, can you take the box for me? I know the recycle dude don't come down the block. We don't recycle, blase. Dude, I ain't taking that shit. Fuck you, motherfucker.
All right.
Proceeds to argue with this dude. From what I heard, he told the dude, the dude wife comes out, she starts screaming on him. He proceeds to tell the dude wife to suck his dick. Like, you suck my dick, bitch. The son, the husband goes to rush him. The son stops it because he don't want to get the dad locked up.
Okay.
So the son grabs him, holds him. The dude gets on the truck. They pull off the block. I get the phone call and say, hey, Kev, a customer just called me. He's upset. You got to back down that block and go get that recycled. So I back down the block. Dude sees my truck. Like, all looking at my shit, come to my shit mad aggressive. So we hop out. I hop out with my man back there. He back there like, like startled.
Shook.
Yeah, so I said, yo, bro, what's the problem? That motherfucker, I thought you was that motherfucker. He gonna come down here and leave this one.
He was a black dude? Was he black?
Puerto Rican dude, Poppy Rican dude.
Yeah, he was looking for his ass. He was looking for him.
Anybody know me? I'm 6'3", 240. This dude is a same height as me, but a little bit bigger. The dude that's talking shit to him, if he's 6 foot, maybe I don't fucking know. Older dude. Dude tells me, he said, yo, when you go back to work, we gotta pick this up out every Wednesday. You go back to work, you tell that motherfucker, don't come down this block, don't touch nothing on this fucking block. I'ma fuck him up when I see him.
Accurate.
I said, all right, I'll let him know when I get back to work. Like, I'm sorry, just apologize, dude. The next day, I come into work, I said, bro, on Wednesday, don't go down that block. Leave that shit. Let somebody else pick it up. I'll go down there. I'll grab his shit. Because it was a house, and then you had to back down a little bit further, and it's the dude's house. So it was just one can I would have to grab. I'm not worried about it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll grab it. Dude said, fuck. It's the same dude that got wild. Fuck that motherfucker. I'll run Camden. I said, all right.
No one runs anywhere, but okay.
I said, all right, I warned you. He said he see you. He said he's going to fuck you up when he see you. I'm just letting you know. I'm telling you right now, don't go down that block.
Right.
Wednesday comes.
He go down the block, huh? He ain't listening.
Proceeds to go down the block. My boy sitting in the truck. He tells me the story. He said, we back down the block. He said, I know what you told me. He said, fuck it, we gonna go pick this shit up. Go down the block.
He run Camden.
He sees the dude. We got a step on the back of the truck that you can stand on and ride on the back of the trash truck. Anybody know trash, you stand on the back of the truck.
Right.
Ball comes out the crib, he sees, he throws his hands up like, what? This nigga steals from Dre. I mean, hit him with a one-bagger. The ball say he slid down the side of the truck and fell asleep on the steps like this. On the steps, sleep.
Yep.
The nigga proceeded to finish this nigga, like, gonna give him more work. The son again. The same son saves this ball. Dude,
son ain't never in school.
The driver hops out the trucks. The son is old. Like, the dad is old, but the son is like 18.
Okay.
The dude hops out the front of the truck like, yo, he out. Proceed to wait this nigga come back to life. He said the nigga just took off running down the block.
Come back to life? He came back to life, though?
Yo, he just took off running down the block. Like, after he got knocked the fuck out, he wakes up and just hauls ass down the block. Just took off. Nobody can find this nigga. So the trash dude just sitting out there. He can't find his helper because the nigga just took off running.
But he runs Camden.
Oh, he ran Camden. And he got knocked the fuck out. He ran Camden. Yo.
That nigga was in Florida.
Yo, he called the supervisor. Nigga was high. The dude tells me, like, I see, because I'm coming through there. That's my same route. Like, I pick up after the trash dude. He tells me the story. I'm crying. I'm like, yo, don't you know this nigga came to work the next day after all this shit happened?
I'm called out for a week.
Big ass, he didn't get like, he still had, you could see, like he didn't have a black eye, but you could see where the dude hit him at because it's still like red and ain't really, like it's a little swollen. but it's red on the other side of his fucking face where the dude clocked him at.
Oh
I
my
said,
god.
yo, man, like, we at work. It's work. It ain't that serious. Like, all you have to do is take the box.
That's it. Don't be an asshole.
Or not take the box and say, I'll call the recycle dude. He gonna come down the block and get it for you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's just not be an asshole sometimes.
Nigga.
Because guess what? You don't know what that nigga was dealing with. He could have just got fired.
Yo.
You was the last straw.
Dre, when I said, Bull said he slumped him, he hit him with a one banger. He said he hit the side of the truck and slid down the side of the truck until he landed on the step and his shoulders folded. And his chin was on the chest. He said he was out. He was snoring and everything.
He told the boy wife to suck his dick. That's what that gets you.
Yo.
One-way ticket to snooze town.
Yo,
goodbye.
Goodbye. Yo, I'm telling you.
That's on you. That's on you all day. You could have just been nice.
Yo, I'm telling
I deal with customers every day, even if they are not so nice. By the time they get done with me, because I'm like, it's a job, nigga. Like, I don't really care. Why the fuck I'm gonna get smart with you? I don't care. Just don't disrespect me, and I won't disrespect you. Most people, you just talk to them like human beings. They have no issue with you. But if you're gonna say "fuck you, motherfucker," I ain't doing this. Yo, all right, you come to my crib talking like that. I gotta put you down because you talking to me like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? You at work. I'm not.
Yeah, bro. I had Camden was wild. Like, I had a nigga, he know he is. He on my Facebook page. He was my helper. So we going down the street one day and shit. Like, we picking up.
Who's the nigga got beat up?
I ain't gonna say that nigga.
Oh, no, not beat up. He fell out the truck. Who that?
Oh, I work with him. I don't know more than he knew.
He fell out the truck.
Yeah, he fell out the truck. But that's my old recycle route. So I already know how the people be coming. They come crazy. You would tell them, like, yo, this ain't recycled. They would just throw anything in your truck. I ain't gonna lie. It's plenty of time niggas do shit in my truck. I take it out and throw it out. So I'm like, yo, I'll go to the fucking dump facility. They reject my load. I gotta go back to the office. They gotta pay for it. What you think they gonna do when they gotta pay a couple $1,000s for a load that got rejected because I picked it up?
Oh,
you think I ain't gonna get written up for that shit or get in trouble? So, Bull fell out the truck hard. That's my old route. When I seen that nigga, like, I got out trucks like that before and I missed that.
And fell?
Not fell, but missed that step and slid down the truck with the hands up.
Hey, bro, he didn't slide. That nigga went. The camera did something, and the next thing I know, he's flat on the ground, getting up. Like he was planking. I'm like, yo, how that happened? And you about to beat this nigga up? No. Just get back in the truck and ride off.
My girl tags me in this shit like, yo, get your co-worker, not thinking like, cause I work for a big company. My girl not thinking like, she just thinking that this is some random city and this is just one of our trucks. I said, yo, I work with that nigga. I said, babe, not only do I work with that nigga, that's my old route that I used to pick up. That's my nigga, that's my Wednesday route. That's Wednesday route. That's my Wednesday route. Who?
So the dude that was threatening him he threatened you before?
Bro, I done got threatened by everybody. That city niggas cursing me out. I'll be like, bro, I ain't arguing with you no shit on no fucking recycle, dog. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, whatever. I'm not arguing with you. It's whatever, it's recycle. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I say, throw it in my truck. I got your house number. I just call the township, let them know. My shit get rejected, this is the house number to go talk to. They come get you the fine. They ain't getting me the fine.
Word.
You gonna do me like that? I said, bro, you wanna throw it in there? Like I'm trying to tell you, just throw it in the trash truck, you take it. I know who trashed you. I tell them to take it for you. I never popped fly with these niggas as I was in that city, and I know what that city's about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was telling the story. We was working with a nigga. We was working in Pollock. So. This is a well-known weed block. This is a block that sells weed. That's all they do. They hustle weed. Anybody know what block I'm talking about? Pollock.
Stop snitching.
I ain't snitching, but everybody know whatever. So we on the block. So like again, we going down the block, picking recycle up. So as we coming down the block, the boy I'm working with go grab went to go grab the can off the curb. So I see the bull sitting on the stoop do one of these motions, like don't touch that, like the, you know what I mean? I just see that his hands go like this in my side mirror. The dude on my truck proceeds to hit the nigga with like, yeah, alright.
It's gotta be super worker.
Go grabs the can. So like I said, we got the cameras in the back of the truck, so we see everything. So I'm like, damn, what's taking this nigga so long to dump one fucking can? Like, I'm looking in the camera, I'm like, this nigga should have dumped it already. So I go back to my side mirror, to my passenger side mirror where they was at, where I could see him. I look at the side mirror, I see this nigga with his hands up like this on the side of my truck, waving the truck down the block like, hey, go ahead. Yo, I just hit the gas, pill to the end of the block. Get to the end of the block, like, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck did you do? I don't want to talk
That's
about
a stash spot, nigga. Like, nah.
it. Like, I don't want to talk
Hey,
about
put the
it.
weed in the trash.
Yeah. Yo, I had that shit happen. He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I said, nigga, pulled out. You didn't. Yeah. Dre bounced out again. Oh, shit. But that shit was fun. Like,
Nah, it's my wife calling, even though I told her.
He's like, I don't want to talk about it. So I'm like, man, whatever. She's calling you heavy. Like, you got to get off. Like, we going to cut this shit short. It's only one nigga watching anyway. Dre, you still there? Nah, Dre's gone. He got to take a call from his wife. Whoever the one person watching you, about to cut this shit short. Like, shit, it's probably me watching this shit. I'm guessing the conversation started off good. When we start getting funny, niggas wanting to keep going on with this serious shit, man. Like, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's just so much you could say, man. Like to George Floyd's family and shit. It's just a sad thing. So we didn't want to dwell on that shit too much, man. Like next time I want to talk about it, hopefully is the cop got convicted and you know what I mean. As they say, justice is served. But yeah, what's up? You back? I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you, Dre. There's no audio. There's no audio. Yeah, dog. So what's going on, people? Anybody got any weird, funny stories they want to talk about? Come on, man. I need to put that shit into the atmosphere. Like, I ain't gonna post nothing because I can't post nothing. Like, There you go.
Whoever can you hear me? Whoever
back?
told me, whoever told me the good shit about marriage, man. Yeah, she calls me because I told her I was about to be on. I told her I was on live. She calls me just now. I hit the decline button, and she calls me right back. Obviously, what do I think? Oh shit, it must be an emergency or something. Nope.
What's wrong?
Just here we, you know what I mean, talking to me about a fire pit, and I'm like, I told you I was on what you call it. You told me that at like 4:30, nigga. I ain't even get off work until 5 something. You're lying. You're lying.
Yo,
she just be saying anything, yo.
She just wants your attention, Dre, man. That's all, man.
She not home. She at my mother-in-law's house.
So
I know, right? I'm snitching on her. No. Hold on. Yeah, no. Before we do that.
I would say I'll bring somebody in real quick. Maybe they want to talk some dumb shit.
Go ahead.
I'm about to hit the post. I'm post that bond.
I was going to ask, though. Well, you don't, because you don't keep your ear to shit. Quilly put out a diss to Meek Mill this week.
Oh, yeah, I seen it. I ain't listened to it, but I seen it.
It's been the most, I'm going to tell you, hey, bro, I'm going to tell you, this is probably the most entertaining nigga. And And I didn't give him that before this. He put out the disc. And I was like, oh, he put out the disc. That's crazy. All right, cool, whatever. Because I know the nigga can rap. Like, I know that. He can rap.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying no attention to him because Meek Mill ain't paying no attention to that. He said, I'm going live at 5 o'clock. I said, all right. I said, I want to watch this because I want to see why he has an issue with Meek Mill. Because they used to have an issue years ago and they deaded that and then whatever.
You know,
so I said, I'm curious.
Shit. YouTube Philly shit.
I said, I'm curious, right? I get on there. First of all, it wasn't at 5 o'clock. The nigga went live at like 8. So I keep checking like, yo, what the fuck? It worked because everybody wanted to check it out, or at least some people. Yo, it was probably the most entertaining thing I've seen.
So what was they arguing about?
A fucking long ass time. No, Cooley was just live. He didn't have Meek Mill on there. But I'm not talking about because of Meek Mill or anything. I'm talking about because the nigga's just funny. Something wrong. Like, he must be high. He must
smoking wet. Right.
The nigga funny as shit. I'm sitting there listening like, yo, this nigga is tripping. Just like, it was very entertaining. To me, at least.
Nah, I seen it because I seen Meek had like, I think Meek liked this shit at one point on Instagram.
Yeah, nigga, I posted that. Shit. I posted that. And he liked his disc. I said, oh, that's funny.
Because nigga, when niggas hit you with that, it's like, all right, nigga, it was cool. Now go back where the fuck you was at. Like, I might get back and get this money. Like, you still try to push mixtapes on niggas in Philly. Nothing wrong with Philly. But you pushing mixtapes on niggas in Philly. You still on Power 99 FM. Shout out Power 99 FM. Shout out the Opinionated Podcast.
He was in he says he was in that might have been the second day. But he was like, yeah, I'm over in California. You know what I'm saying? I'm over in California. Niggas kept saying, nigga, you in Wildwood. Nigga, you was like, you in Atlantic City. This shit was just funny, dog. But I still don't know what the problem was. It was something like, yeah, you know,
back in 2005.
No, not even. Like, yo, you be saying shit in private and then don't be saying shit, you know what I mean, in the public, and some crazy shit about what he be doing and shit. I don't know.
This was who was that? That was
Quilly.
Yeah, because I remember Didn't Drake try to sign? No.
He mentioned. I think he did mention that. He said Drake was trying to sign
A-R-A.
Which I don't think that was real. Like, I don't think it was a real thing. I think Drake was just like saying that.
But Quilly and all them niggas' names were so close. His name was what? Quilly Mill?
Yeah, but he changed it to Quilly. It's just regular Quilly a long time ago.
Yeah, but like.
But it was Quilly Mills.
It was all them niggas. Y'all always the YouTube niggas. Like,
Joey Jihad.
Joey Jihad still with this. I still. Every time I think of Jihad, I think the nigga snapping his finger like this, and the nigga going like.
Niggas gotta think of that was probably one of the most classic moments in the past decade when that nigga got stole rapping. I still remember the line. It's obvious I'm hot. It's obvious you.
It's obvious you go, nigga said. That nigga arm just went down like.
That shit was. I said though that was. I think I saw that over your mom's house. I think Sammy showed us.
Sammy showed us like, yeah, because you know Sammy was big on Meek Mills back in the day. He always was.
I ain't had nothing to do with Meek, but you know, that was Jihad.
He was all Jihad. My brother watching Quilly, Jihad, because that was that whole big movement. All these Philly rappers. And I didn't know nothing. Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is these niggas? I don't know who these niggas are. We still on the locks and shit. I'm like, who are these niggas? And Sammy showed that little ass kid. He's like, yo, bro. This when YouTube was like YouTube. Like YouTube now.
It was for real YouTube.
Yeah, like YouTube now you just scroll through. But this when YouTube was YouTube, nigga just load videos up. He's like, yeah, it's on YouTube. That nigga got put. I'm like, and they stole a nigga car?
Yeah, he drove off in a nigga car, man. That shit was fucking. That shit was insane, man.
Still one of the funniest moments in motherfucking YouTube history, yo. Like, that is still
classic.
Yo, with YouTube, YouTube did used to be like had some real shit before they started censoring shit. YouTube had a lot of niggas like getting. That's when niggas discovered Kimbo Slice at and shit. Like,
bum fights.
Remember bum fights and shit?
Yeah, I was joking. It wasn't on YouTube, but it's just a funny thing to say.
Nah, that's what URL when they was really like trying like even before they had the mix, they had the tapes and the CD spots.
Smack, nigga.
Smack DVDs.
Yeah.
Niggas was battling on YouTube.
I used to, and the really only reason I use YouTube is it's probably the same, kind of the same shit I use it for now, is looking at old videos that I haven't seen since I was a kid or haven't seen since I was in high school. Yeah. That's really what I use it for. Like YouTube, I look at fucking old fucking
You ever look at 90s
something the other day.
90s cartoon intros.
90s cartoon. Yo, I just was posting that shit the other day.
Yeah, I seen you posted the Bucky O'Hare shit. I'm like, I had the toys of Bucky O'Hare. I remember that shit.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like shit like that, to me, I got caught in a show hole. I gotta let this nigga back in. I got caught in a show hole, or a YouTube hole, when I was posting all that stuff. I was doing that shit for like hours. Hold on. I was doing that shit for hours. You know what I'm saying? Like just looking at old shit, looking at it, because what it does is it reminds you of back then. So I would like look at certain shit and thinking like, damn, this when I was riding in a fucking Honda Prelude with my dad, and this used to come on. This when my mom and dad actually was together. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be shit like that. It's like, yo, this was when I was in 3rd grade. Oh man, I remember. That shit really got a power over you when you be be watching them shits, man. It's like, damn. So I got stuck, and it started with an extremely. I'm gonna just talk about it. It started with a Goofy movie, and the song.
The extreme Goofy movie.
Yeah, but the first one, with Tevin Campbell doing the power line. And I'm watching that shit. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm grooving to that. It's like, oh, this was the shit. Then it went over to, all right, let me look at all right, the Aladdin theme, but not the joint from the movie. I wanted to see the one with Peabo Bryson and the girl. Damn, they killed that shit. All right, let me go
the
to
original joint.
Yeah, let me go to Beauty and the Beast because they killed that shit too. Him and Celine Dion. I'm like, oh man. Then I just started looking up Charles in Charge and all types.
Yo, I remember Charles in Charge, dog. Motherfuckers,
Alf, yeah, I started looking up the theme to Alf. All that shit, dog.
What was it, John? It was a little girl. It's probably before your time. She was a robot.
Before my time. Nigga, Small Wonder.
Small Wonder.
Before my time. Nigga,
I don't know. Remember because she could like extend and shit. Her legs would get tall. It was just.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Small Wonder. You remember?
Small Wonder ain't extend. She was just a robot.
She would do robot shit. Like it was.
She would do robot shit, and they open up the back of her, and it'd be a circuit board.
And little cheesy ass circuit board and shit, dog.
Bullshit like a motherfucker. Small Wonder, my ass,
dog. Nigga,
can't tell me wasn't doing freaky shit with that robot.
What was the other shit? It was.
Let's keep going. Fuck it. What was the other shit?
It was 2 brothers. They had red hair. They had the same name. One had Pete and Pete. They had the tattoo. Pete had the tattoo of the girl on his arm and shit. He didn't make her dance. The younger brother, you remember he had the tattoo.
See, now you talking about. Now you speaking my language. You talking about Nickelodeon, nigga.
Nickelodeon, dog.
Nickelodeon.
I watched that.
Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah.
That what? I don't know why we like that. But as a kid, like, what made kids, like even young boys, like that? Like Clarissa Explains It All.
Because when she had a diary, she would go in her diary and start talking shit like that.
But I love it. Like, I think, she one of the most underrated chicks from back then. Melissa Joan Hart was bad as shit.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I think to this day.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah. Melissa Joan Hart look good as shit. That's just to me. Yeah. She can Sabrina the Teenage Witch all over his dick.
Because you had that. You had Clarissa Explains It All. You had the Gnomes on Nickelodeon.
Dog, I looked up. Yeah, I was looking that up. And then it was the other joint
something Castle.
Well, Eureka's Castle.
Eureka's Castle.
That's the shit, regardless.
When they was in the ball, eating the ball twins, they would eat peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They be swimming in the balls.
Yeah. Them niggas was dirty ass sewer rats. No, what's the fucking other joint? It was like something with the koala. It was a koala something.
Oh, the koala.
That was my shit too.
That nigga would brush his teeth and they would always. Oh, what was that? No, he eat the koala leaves and they was trying to hunt him. It was a white dude.
Oh, I don't know that shit.
Quacky koalas. What the fuck was it?
That nigga name was Quacky the koala.
Something, dog. It was something.
Quacky.
I know the koala joint you talking about. But Nickelodeon had some shit though. I didn't realize
classic shit, bro.
Fucking Rugrats debuted in 1991. I'm like,
yeah, bro. Yeah.
I was in the first grade when like Rugrats was my shit. I watched Rugrats faithfully. Yeah. Rugrats came out. I was in
you don't know shit about Tommy Pickles, nigga.
Everybody knows shit about Tommy Pickles. That shit was like them niggas.
Sounds like a gay porn star.
Yeah, Tommy Pickles.
Yo, Tommy Pickles. That nigga came through.
But how they let these babies do like the wildest shit? Them niggas will break. The best one was when Tommy had to go to daycare. They was trying to break out the daycare. He had to fight. It was like he was in jail. And he had to fight like the big baby on the block and shit. This big ass baby came out of nowhere and tried to serve Tommy. Tommy made that nigga cry.
Trying to serve him.
Tommy made that nigga cry.
Trying to serve him.
Niggas thought Tommy was sweet. And Tommy had a whole daycare on lock. The niggas was building the key to escape the daycare and shit.
Them niggas was getting into a whole lot of other shit.
Yo, the dog saved them on a lot of shit.
Adventures of the Little Koala is what it's called.
Adventures of the Little Koala.
Here, I'm about to play the opening theme.
You can't play too long. You're gonna get kicked. YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah, but we all right.
Well, you can just send me the video. Let me see the picture. Oh, okay, I remember that shit.
Oh, I guess I can't do full screen.
Yeah, and the
Adventures of the Little Koala.
You echoing.
I'm about to play the
opening. Echoing, Dre. Don't play that whole shit.
Oh, my bad.
You gonna get his kick, nigga. Come on, you gonna get his kick. You gonna get the whole shit wiped.
This shit is on YouTube. How we gonna get kicked?
I got delay. You got delay.
Yeah, that's because but it's over now. Nigga. But yeah, dog, that shit. I get stuck on them. You get stuck on them, dog.
I heard there's a lot of kids. Like my girl said, she wasn't allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy.
I was allowed to watch it, but like if my mom, not my parents, my dad,
my grandma called me. I would get in trouble, and my mom. My mom was like, "Yo, Will,
nigga, did you ever,
don't
watch this shit?
Don't
now,
don't
like, yo."
I was just on Nickelodeon
licking each other's asses and shit like that. Why they doing crazy shit where it was like,
don't whiz on the electric fence, and they pulled his dick out and zippered it and peed on the fence and got electrocuted. Cause he was
doing some shit, bro.
It was like it was like that big gay horse or something. He was like, he had the fangs in his neck. Don't you know? He was always trying to rape like
the big gay horse.
Yeah, because he was always trying to rape. He was always trying to like rape Ren and shit.
He was trying to rape him. Hold on, because I got the TV up and I can actually look up shit on my TV and it won't give us the echo. Yo, the big gay horse. I'm thinking about it. It's just
you remember the horse? He always had veins in there. He be talking.
Yes. And he talk hard and shit.
And then niggas be shook looking at the horse like, yo, this horse is on some other shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that shit up. I think that's funny. Ren and Stimpy horse?
Yeah, the horse. He came in the crib, but he had like all these condoms on. He was like,
He had condoms on?
He was covered in Yo, you'll see, because he's gonna be at the door. He's gonna be knocking on the door. And he just start spazzing on these niggas. Because he always would talk. He'd be like angry and his veins pop out.
He's so angry. Oh my gosh. That nigga be so fucking angry. I remember when you told me, I'm just trying to remember what scene that was. Yeah. My God.
This Nickelodeon got a bunch of shit. It's called 90s Nicktoons, where they was like shit that went over our head. But you watch it now, you're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, tripping. Yo, you know what I was saying before that shit? I was saying that shit a while ago. I was saying this shit years ago, actually. And at first I was like, yo, they need a channel with all the like 80s and 90s Nickelodeon shit, early 2000s.
They can't bring that
They
shit
can
back.
do it now since they doing streaming. Like everybody's got their own streaming. Nickelodeon, if you can hear me, get on it. Get on it.
They would have to do an Adult Swim with the old Ren and Stimpy.
Rocco's Modern
Life. Rocco's Modern Life was out of pocket. I remember, I think Heifer the cow, he got high or something one day, and was at Rocco crib and went crazy, stripped butt ass naked, was like flying around his crib because he thought he was a bird. Like,
Heifer.
Heifer, yo.
Hey there, Heifer. Hey there, Heifer.
The nigga, the turtle. Who was the turtle man? His girlfriend was the bitch with the 2 claws on her hand. She was a
He ain't fuck with him like that though. The turtle ain't fuck with him though.
The turtle was all. They was always the turtle, Heifer, and Rocco. They all hang together.
Hey. No, the turtle ain't really like they hunt, but he ain't really fuck with him like that or something. Yeah, yo, the horse. This nigga's out of pocket.
Yeah, he was out of pocket.
His name is Mr. Horse. And right now they got him kissing, and she was just tongue kissing a sheep. What the fuck, yo?
Yo, the horse was a rapist. Like the horse was raping niggas stuff.
Yo. And he talking right, yo, nah. Hold on, cause I don't know nothing about this one. Dog, this shit was out of pocket.
Yo, Ren and Stimpy, my mom, I remember one time getting ready for school because we was living at my grandma's house, and you get dressed for school. You remember how if you had cable, you at your grandparents' house, them shits came on in the morning.
In the morning, yeah.
So we watching, me and my brother in the living room laughing our asses off watching Ren and Stimpy. My mom coming like, yo, what are y'all watching that got y'all laughing so hard? She seen Ren try to pull the dick out the pistol on the fish. She's like, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell
no. Turn this shit off.
Hold on, I'm about to show you this shit. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it, though. Hold on.
Let me see.
Because this nigga here...
Move it up.
This nigga here is a stone cold freak.
Oh, right there. The horse, that nigga was always drawn like that.
Dog, you can't see that, can you?
It's lit.
That's his ass.
Nah, it's lit too much. I can't see. You can't see. You gotta darken the screen. You gotta get closer.
Oh shit, Doc. I don't know if I can actually do it. But bro, they just showed this nigga he was on his fucking on his stomach, just in the middle of the street. In the middle of the street. And I guess he was thinking about something, and his tail was moving between his ass cheeks. Why?
Nah.
Seriously, why?
Ren and Stimpy was on some shit, because Ren and them used to do some wild shit. Like, just wild shit. I think Ren was choking one time. Stimpy had ate like a... Stimpy had ate the kitty litter because he was always eating his kitty litter.
Yes, yeah, he was, yeah.
And Ren tried to get him choke me like he was fucking him, and the grandma said, "Oh no, you're not doing that in my house," and threw cold water on these.
Yo, but he used to come on at night. Like it wasn't coming on in the daytime.
It was coming on at the day at first. And
okay.
Ren, you don't remember? It came on the day at first. I said I was going to school watching Ren and Stimpy. My mom like, yo.
Oh, shit.
Y'all can't watch that shit. Like, niggas was like, I remember niggas could say, oh, I can't watch Ren and Stimpy. Like, yo, I just sneak it when it comes on Nickelodeon. Like, and then Rocco came out, and Rocco was just as bad.
No, it wasn't as bad. It was, like, weird, but it wasn't that bad.
Ren and Stimpy
I'm looking at this shit right now. This shit was bad.
Ren and Stimpy was, yo. Ren and Stimpy took shit to a whole nother level. I'm like, yo, how y'all put filtering this shit to kids? Like,
they knew what they was doing because you had to watch it, and if you watch it, then you get to the weird parts, and there'll be little weird parts. That's what it was. They hid it.
Cause it was a horse that was crazy. It was another nigga. I think he was a cop.
No, it was the army nigga.
The army
dude. That's the dude who would yell at him. That hold on, I'm about to look. My bad. I know we on the joint, but
Yo,
fuck it, we all talking.
did you remember the episode when Ren teeth fell out? His mother wasn't brushing his teeth, and he had his nerves and his gums were showing, and he smiled. His nerve tendons was wiggling around. He grabbed that shit. And nigga was like, "Sissy, please."
Ugh.
Yo, but they did some nasty shit on that show.
I don't even want to think about that shit because I know it was fucked up.
Yo, they grabbed that nigga nerve. You could just see it, like his rim would just be spazzing on the cat all the time.
You idiot.
Idiot.
Ren was a
You
fucking.
do.
I mean, Snippy was an idiot.
And Ren was like the most racist Mexican chihuahua. He's straight racist Mexican chihuahua.
Racist Mexican chihuahua.
You don't know what you're doing, Stimpy. Listen. Because he talked with like the hardest Mexican California accent you can find for this dog.
I'm about to look at the policeman. But it's a bunch of Jones, man, that really fucking that really brings back that nostalgia. I think nostalgia is like it's a crazy feeling when you really think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember Mighty Max? He had the hat.
Yes, Mighty Max was the shit.
Yeah.
Yo, they got canceled. They got canceled.
Now they had
like in the middle of they got canceled in the middle of like a banging ass fucking storyline.
Yeah,
like it was really good.
They was ready to finally fight the guy that was like controlling their world, because Mighty Max hat can go through portals and shit.
Right. Man, let me see this shit, bro. I gotta know the name of the fucking dude. One day we really gonna like talk about shit like this. Yeah, because his bull name was Virgil.
Virgil, that was the owl. Owl was Virgil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had the Conan, the barbarian dude with him and shit.
I forget his name though. But he was a beast.
Nigga, you remember Conan the Barbarian?
Yes, I do.
My mom watched that shit with us when we was kids. I watched that all the way to the last season. Conan the Barbarian. Because the original shit, Conan, was from the 70s with James Earl Jones. That was a banging movie. Yeah.
James Earl Jones was Conan. He had muscles?
No. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Conan. James Earl Jones was the lead snake, like the leader of everything. He could turn into a giant anaconda.
Oh shit.
James Earl Jones was in that first movie. He was in there. I think Wilt Chamberlain was in that movie, and what's that crazy chick name?
Yo, it's the Skeleton Ball.
Yeah, the Skeleton.
And the nigga wore a skirt. I'm looking at it.
But yeah,
this came on in the mornings.
Yeah, that came in the morning. When you talking about when they canceled it, they was getting to the point where they found out where he was and they was finally trying to feed him.
Dog, it was like one of the best storylines ever. I remember that because I was watching that shit like really trying to like, and then it was no more, and it was like, all right, like that's it. This shit was the bomb, yo.
I think that was on Fox. ABC cartoons.
This is on Fox.
ABC cartoons was more Disney geared because they had the gummy bear. My girl didn't know what Tailspin was or Darkwing Duck.
So, yo, she young. That's why. Because Tailspin and Darkwing Duck, them shits go like not Tailspin. I'm sorry. Tailspin, DuckTales, and Darkwing Duck was like that.
They always intertwined with each other. Cause I'm like, hey, Tailspin is based off the Jungle Book. Everybody in Tailspin
was in the Jungle Book. Yeah, Baloo was.
Yeah,
Baloo. Yeah.
Darkwing Duck and what was the other one you just said? DuckTales.
DuckTales. Yeah.
They was intertwined with each other because
Launchpad
was in Darkwing Duck and in DuckTales.
Yeah. That's what made that shit crazy. I used to love that shit, bro. DuckTales was the shit. Darkwing Duck was definitely the shit. You don't know nothing about Nega Duck. Fuck you know about Nega Duck.
Nigga, that was out and when they brought out Gargoyles, Disney brought out Gargoyles.
Yeah. That shit on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus right now.
I watched Gargoyles to the end. I'm like,
that was a good cartoon.
I'm like, yo, when they made Gargoyle.
That was a good cartoon, very good cartoon. And here I got the shit playing right now. The Adventure of Johnny Quest, Freakazoid. You got a gift for me?
Freakazoid was the
Oh,
shit.
thank
Freakazoid.
you.
No,
It was
motherfucker.
cool.
Animaniacs.
Thank you.
You know,
Animaniacs was a classic though.
I got to use the part sequence when that nigga had to pee.
This ain't for me.
You don't remember when that nigga had to? What's that?
Nothing that's for me.
That's bees.
Exactly. Somebody got a present for you. Sure.
That's kids. But you remember when that nigga had to use the potty? I got to use the potty. That nigga had trying to pee everywhere.
It's still on here, though?
Yes,
You ordered like 4 hours.
2 hours actually.
My thing is, how much talking do y'all gotta do?
We just chilled. Oh, she can't hear us.
Like, what are y'all talking about now?
90s classic.
90s stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is right behind you. The
So
real,
that means you gotta go allowed to talk about
the original TMNT.
This is just kind of
Bobby's World.
Oh.
We just talking.
Nigga. There you go. I'll hit you with the ultimate
How
one,
come I can't
Dre.
hear what he's saying?
Because I got it
Talking
turned
shit.
down. Yeah,
Nice.
how about you?
What he say?
He say, F that girl.
He probably did.
No, I
F
didn't.
that girl.
No,
Right.
I would never do that. Nigga, the ultimate 90s cartoon of that era.
All right, well, we home now.
Excellent.
Goof Troop.
Goof Troop. Oh,
I got them all
Goof Troop.
playing right now.
Yo, how about Recess?
Recess was the shit, of
Why you
course.
gotta have both of them?
Recess and shit.
Because I can see comments, Erica.
Recess is the shit.
Yo,
You got my back.
yo, you are the worst.
Why?
You rain on my parade. You're rain. You are rain. You want me to show you on camera?
I swear to God, I would knock that shit out. You think I'm playing? I would knock that dumbass light off. Think I'm playing? Go ahead. Kevin ain't gonna be smiling no fucking more.
Kevin ain't got nothing to do with it.
What?
Knock that. I swear to God.
All right. Don't break my shit, nigga.
First of all, you
I'll
need to
get
go
some.
wash your
I'll
hands.
get some.
Go wash your hands.
You need your always back.
Yeah, let me. Yeah. Yeah, we going Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies was my shit. I watch Muppet Babies every day.
No, you need to.
Yes.
You know what I watched one time? Motherfucking Gumby.
You didn't make a sandwich?
Yeah, Gumby was the shit. Gumby was a fucking classic before you were born.
Nah, it wasn't. Well, it wasn't probably.
I'm pretty sure it was.
We used to call Sammy Blockhead because that nigga had like
Because he had a hair like Gumby.
Nah, the Blockhead brothers. Remember the Blockhead?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Who was Calvin Chicken? I hated
I'm
Calvin
only
Chicken.
saying it. I didn't like that either. I'm only saying it because they're literally popping up as it's just playing. So I'm like trying to say it as they come.
Dexter,
Ooh,
Double
the Mighty
Morrison.
Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks. I remember
The
that
Mighty
shit.
fucking Ducks, nigga.
Yo, how about this one? You remember the joke? It was Wayne Gretzky, Bo Jackson, and Michael Jordan.
What the fuck was that?
You don't remember that cartoon? They had a
Nah.
cartoon together. Michael Jordan they all had like special gadgets. Wayne Gretzky had the hockey stick with the puck. Michael Jordan had a basket. Yo, nah, that shit came. It was Michael Jordan. Look that shit up. Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, and Bo Jackson. They had a cartoon together. That shit used to come on ABC.
What was it called?
I forgot, man. Cause it used to come on after Inside Stuff. I know you remember
Inside stuff. Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
That was Ahmad Jackson. Ahmad
Rashad.
Rashad. Fuck. Ahmad Jackson. Ahmad Rashad.
Nigga,
All right,
look
show
at-
me Mighty Max already. I already know.
Um,
Fuck. I'm trying to get to some good ones because they're counting them down as I'm talking to you. They're counting all of the cartoons.
I'm trying to think of
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
I fuck with Beetlejuice. Yo, how about this? What's the nigga name? Earl. Oh, it's not Ernest Knows It All.
Ernest. Yeah, Ernest had a cartoon.
Ernest had a show.
Yeah, he had a show. But wasn't the show a cartoon?
No, it wasn't a cartoon. It was Ernest. It was Ernest. He was live. Cause you remember Ernest had the movie with the trolls.
Yeah, movies. Right.
Where they couldn't. The trolls got milk on them or something. They died or exploded or some shit like that.
Ernest goes to jail. Ernest does whatever. Yeah, he's super dead right now.
Oh word, damn.
Yeah, Ernest is super dead because he was supposed to be like he was. All right, so he was in the first Toy Story as the dog, I think, and then like if you notice the second Toy Story or the third one, it was a completely different dude. It was the dude from fucking like one of the coaches from Waterboy. That nigga died.
Oh shit.
Tiny Toons,
Nigga.
we know Tiny Toons. That's a
Tiny
cult
Toons.
classic.
The elevator goes up.
Down the hole.
Down the hole.
That's that. I'm trying to get to some good ones. We know all these. Like,
you know, remember
gotta get some good ones.
My cousin had me watch Care Bears, my nigga.
Care Bears. Yeah, Care Bears. We watched that shit. Nigga, Gummy Bears had Beast. Yo, I was just watching some shit about Beast Wars, yo.
Beast Wars was good, dog.
Beast Wars was really good. Go back and watch that shit now. You'll want to shoot yourself in the face because the animation was terrible.
Terrible, but back then,
terrible.
When Beast Wars first came out,
in the morning, I used to watch that shit.
Nigga, you watch Voltron?
Yeah, back in the day, of course, everybody did.
Nigga, I was just singing the song G.I. Joe was there. Nobody ever died or got shot on G.I. Joe.
Nope. And they always had a lesson to tell you.
Every bullet's going everywhere. Cause G.I. Joe they was bringing out drugs and niggas was selling crack. Don't smoke crack.
Niggas was selling crack. And they always tell you at the end of the show, hey guys, this is blah 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 blah. And don't do drugs.
It's good to know.
Joe!
No one is half the No. The Joe was, you gotta know because no one is half the battle.
No one is half the battle. No one. G.I. Joe.
Yo, you know what was good? 90s, the original 90s Batman.
Yeah, yes.
That shit, the original 90s Batman, niggas was getting fucked up on Batman. Like, the Joker died on Batman, yo.
He ain't dying.
They showed the Joker get killed on Batman.
He always came back.
No, he got
because he was fucking Mark Hamill. Like, he was one of the best Jokers.
Yo.
One of the best Jokers.
What was that?
What's this? Oh, I think this is the 90s Batman. Yep. Yeah, this is number... I'm trying to see what number it is. I think it was number 2 on their list. The 90s Batman.
90s Batman was the shit, dog.
As you're saying it.
X-Men gonna be number 1. I know that.
No, they pass X-Men. I'm about to help you. Doug. We know. All right, Doug is number 1 on their list.
What? I mean,
Doug is number 1.
Doug with the beats. Who was it? Because it was Doug was laid back.
Skeeter was a nigga with the beat. Nigga Skeeter. You know what I mean? He honk at niggas. I don't know why.
Yo, you don't remember
They never get that nigga no pussy.
Ren 1010? You don't remember that?
The show Ren 1010? Yeah, I turned it off every time it came on.
Ren 1010 was his shit, bro.
I hated that, and I hated fucking Lassie. I hated that shit.
Nigga, Dre, one summer, dog, I watched Lassie. The shit was good. I sat there because Gumby would go. Gumby would come on. Nigga, Gumby, Lassie, and Flipper.
I hated all of them.
You remember Flipper?
No, not Gumby. Not Gumby. I hated Flipper. Flipper came on. The fuck? Turn to the Cartoon Network. Fuck this shit. I hated Flipper, dog.
Flipper, you hated Flipper? I didn't watch Flipper. I watched Lassie, though.
Lassie was... I just couldn't... Anything in black and white, I don't watch. I don't know why. I just can't watch black and white.
That's like watching Turtles and then Little House on the Prairie will come on after Ninja Turtles.
Off.
Either that or you stay up too late and motherfucking MASH come on.
As soon as you heard that song,
that's all.
I turned it off. The funny thing is, now that I'm a grown man, it was a comedy. I didn't know it was a comedy because that music. Who the fuck wrote that shit? It's boring.
Okay, how about this, Dre? Night Court in the 90s.
Night Court, yeah. That
Bull and all that.
Yeah, Bull. Laverne and Shirley. That's something I could probably watch today. Laverne and Shirley.
How about Bewitched?
Bewitched got a lot of burn in my house because I ain't had cable. So
yeah, that shit.
Midday was all them shows, and Small Wonder used to start it like at 10 or 11 o'clock. Small Wonder would come on and be like, all right, it's about to get boring for a good fucking 4 hours. It's about to get boring as shit.
Did your mom watch the Young and the Restless when you was a kid?
Nah.
My mom watched the fucking story, Young and the Restless, all that shit, man. I'm like, yo, I gotta watch.
She watched Star Trek.
Nah, your mom watched. Oh my gosh, that had to be horrible, dog.
She watched The Next Generation. She didn't even watch the regular.
Oh, Star Trek Next Generation. I would turn that shit off as soon as I heard the music.
Off, nigga.
That shit was so boring. You had to watch that shit.
Jean-Luc Picard. No, I would go into another room and do anything else.
Yo, Star Trek, Dre. Yo, that was the fucking worst.
All right, man.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Alright.
Can't do shit. All right.
Peace stuff.
Sunday.
Bye, Kevin.
Sunday.
Wait around. What's up?
We
Bye,
on it.
Kevin.
Bye. And
Sunday.
You only gonna talk to
Everybody
Drake
tune
for
in.
like 5 minutes and then let him go.
Yes. Everybody check us out on Sunday. Peace
I
is
mean,
bitch.
everyone's checking you out every fucking day.
We only on here every Friday. Watch this, man. Can she watch this?
She's looking at it.
She looking at it. I can't post it.
I'm sure she. Well, Shawty
What you
probably
doing?
don't, but she got to take care of
No, Sade actually supports Hermione. Yeah. Chill, dude.
My
I'm
girl
hard at that shit.
my girl got her own my girl got her own business, so we support each other. She supports what I do with my
I
podcast.
appreciate it. Now you got everybody over here thinking about see.
You don't
I
support
should
me.
know that shit the fuck down.
See, look at they can hear you.
I'm
They can hear you.
Why
This
you
is
shit.
not for kids. This is
no,
for adults.
No.
talking about Shawty got her own business. Nigga, the fuck, so do I.
I know.
Get
Why
on my
you don't-
nerves. That's the business.
Why I don't what?
Why you don't promote it on our podcast if you got your own business?
Why I don't what?
Why you don't promote your business?
Propose on a podcast.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Promote
All
your
right.
business. Bye.
She don't have no damn business. She just mind my business.
Promote. Oh yeah, I don't got no business. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hang up.
Peace. Yeah, we out. Ain't nobody want to join.